is great to have you with us as we have a couple of teams amped up and excited to go in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl to see who will leave here as Frisco Bowl champions. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pearson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Ohio Bobcats offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Bobcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So UNLV's offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Looking to throw, it's Navarro. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And the Bobcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a...
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. Quick step and go. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
First down for the offense.
We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll go to the ground. Hard running there.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll keep it himself. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one in there at the 35.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Thomas. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
Set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Navarro. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Oh, he's got a chance. Jumped on top of the pile.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Gossett. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Navarro. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gossett. And the Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Bruno. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Frisco Bowl. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Frisco Bowl.
The Bobcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rebels' offense is back on the field. To the air, it's Calandria. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bradley. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. UNLV is coming off its best 2-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. He's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were 1 game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments in a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that next step.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away and you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Irvin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And here comes the offense on second down. To throw, it's Navarro. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense comes up with the sack. And this is the day. This is honestly not what we expected. We expected this to be a high-flying offense. You know, this trigger man is usually really, really on top of things. This is a day he would love to forget.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third down, he drops to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch and kept it himself and turned it into a big play.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gums. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. The screen, he can go. And that is how we will wrap this one up.